The fog engulfed Captain John McTavish's small fishing boat as he navigated through the choppy waters towards Skerry Isle. The lighthouse there, abandoned for 50 years, was rumored to be haunted. Despite its grim reputation, John's mission was to ensure it was operational before an impending storm. His first mate, Duncan, shivered at the sight of the imposing structure. "We shouldn't be here, Captain. This place is cursed." Ignoring the warnings, John docked at the dilapidated pier. They climbed a treacherous, overgrown path to the lighthouse. Soaked and shivering, they pushed open the creaking door to a dark, musty interior. "This place gives me the creeps," Duncan muttered. They ascended the narrow staircase to the lantern room, where a large, dusty lens stood. Despite its grime, it seemed intact. "We need to clean this and check the fuel," John said. As they worked, the storm outside grew violent. Duncan suddenly froze. "Did you hear that?" A mournful wail echoed from below, mingling with creaking floorboards and faint footsteps. "It's just the wind," John said, though he felt a chill. "Keep working." The wail intensified, accompanied by unsettling noises. "We need to leave, Captain," Duncan urged, panic in his voice. Reluctantly, John agreed. They hurried down the staircase, but the wind had grown fierce, and the lighthouse shook violently. At the bottom, the door slammed shut with a deafening bang. "What the hell?" Duncan shouted, pulling at the door. "It's stuck." John joined him, but the door wouldn't budge. The wailing grew louder, and frost formed on the walls. They needed another way out. In a small room, they found a grimy window. Desperate, John smashed a glass with a chair, and cold wind poured in. "Go!" John shouted, helping Duncan through the opening. As he climbed through, he felt a cold brush on his neck but saw nothing. They stumbled onto the rocky ground, the storm raging around them. The boat was still at the pier. They ran towards it, slipping on the wet rocks. As they reached the boat, John glanced back at the lighthouse. For a moment, he saw a figure in the broken window, but it vanished when he blinked. They cast off and sailed into the storm, the lighthouse receding into the distance. As they left, the lighthouse light flickered to life, guiding them safely away. Despite their escape, John felt they had narrowly avoided something terrible. Back on the mainland, their story was met with skepticism. The lighthouse was repaired and resumed operation, but the legend of Skerry Isle endured. Sailors continued to avoid the area, and future keepers reported strange occurrences. John and Duncan never returned. The memory of that night haunted them, a chilling reminder of the darkness at Skerry Isle.